Hi guys. Okay, so this is going to be the third part of my summer wrap up. I just tried to film this, but like noises keep happening and I keep getting distracted, and so yeah, let's hope for the best this time. The next thing that I read was Consider the Lobster by David Foster Wallace. This is a collection of essays that Wallace wrote over a period of time that I don't know what that period of time was. This was really good. Three of the stories in particular I really enjoyed. The first one was Big Red Sun, which is him kind of at the Adult Video News Awards. So it's like porn industry type stuff. And that one was really good. I also really liked Up Symbol, which was when he was on the press bus for John McCain's run for the Republican nominee in 2000, which was crazy because I'm like very, very liberal. I don't like John McCain, but like reading this article, I don't know, like at points I was like, oh my gosh, McCain, he's so great, he's so wonderful. And other times I'm kind of like what David Foster Wallace is saying in the article is like, you might be kind of a sociopath. I mean, I don't know that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on the internet. It was just really, really interesting. And then the other one that I liked a lot was Host, which is about conservative a conservative talk radio show host guy. And that one was also really, really fascinating. I love hearing about people who I don't understand. And so that was perfect. I did not like the story that was called, or the essay, Authority and American Usage. It went way, way, way over my head. And it was just filled with so much footnotes. There's just like a crap load of, the whole book is filled with footnotes, but this one in particular, it gives like a lot of good information, but it was just like, it took forever for me to get through that one, and I'm not really like that intelligent, so it was kind of like pulling teeth at some points of it. I gave this 4 out of 5 in general, though. That was the only one that I didn't really care for. There's other ones about like Kafka and Updike and Dostoevsky, and I haven't really read those people, so it was still really interesting, but I'm excited to go and read the authors and then reread the essay about them when I do that, because I think I will get more out of it probably. The next book that I read was The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Just in case for some reason you don't know what this is about, this takes place in like a dystopian future where the humans, because of radioactivity, have become infertile, but some women that have been proven to have children in the past become handmaids. And so, like, every guy basically is married to a wife, and then if she's unable to have a kid, they have a handmaid who is like their person that they try to have babies with. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I'm really disappointed because I loved The Blind Assassin so, so, so much. And I'm not saying that this is not a good book. It is really good, and at points I was very upset because I was so involved in the story. But I just didn't think it was very realistic. Like, I don't think a logical place to go forward into the universe if, like, people aren't able to reproduce is to, like, super limit reproduction. And I don't know, like, it just didn't seem plausible to me for that reason. Like, I feel like everyone would just, like, have sex all the time with everyone, like, if that was the case. So I guess it wasn't really about that. That was more about controlling the women. But I don't know. I didn't like love it. The language is beautiful, and she's a great author. And this is definitely, like, I think her most famous work, so you should read it if you haven't read it, but I didn't quite love it very much. Sad, sad. And then the next thing that I read was Chew, Volume 1. This was great. In case you don't know, Tony Chew is a chibopath. So, like, when he eats something, he gets psychic flashes to everything that happened with it before. This was really good too. I gave it 3 out of 5 as well. I was just getting kind of a little bit irritated because since, these are basically bind-ups of single, like, comic issues, they would have the same, like, story, I feel like, at the beginning. Or maybe not. I thought it was. Like, it said, oh, he's a chibopath, da-da-da, at the beginning of each one. And it was like it would have the same like spiel kind of, which I guess you have to do because if it's like the first 4 or 5 issues, you probably want to do that. But so that got a little redundant. Hopefully it doesn't happen in future ones. But yeah, this was good. It was fun. Next thing that I read was The New Sorrows of Young W by Ulrich Plensdorf, translated by Romy Fursland. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is basically like a super angsty teenage story. This guy, whose name I can't remember now, Edgar W., dies. He has some kind of accident with electricity and he dies. And then the story is like, I think his father, who he was estranged from or like didn't speak to, I forget for what reason, he's asking the people that Edgar knew about Edgar's life. And then so there's like a little bit of dialogue between him and someone, and then it's Edgar commenting on it. And it was just like very angsty. I didn't love it very much. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. I think if I had read The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce Goethe's name, then I probably would have liked this better. I don't know, because I don't know that story, so I don't know how closely they relate in content, but this is okay. I'm disappointed because it's my first Pushkin press, and I really love these editions. I think they're so cute and adorable, and so like I want to get a bunch of them, but this is not a good first one, unfortunately. I mean, it was okay. It was like, I'm not upset that I read it, but I could have spent my time better. And then the next thing that I read was Chi Volume 2, International Flavor. The story got better. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. I forget why, honestly, because these happen so quickly. Kind of forget what happens, but it was good. I'm excited to eventually get the 3rd one and continue on. So those are the next 5 things that I read. Let me... I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So you can see the things. That one's upside down. It's okay. Yes, I read those. I have one more part to do for this, and then I'll be done with my wrap-up for the summer. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Yes. Hello.